Hi, today we're going to do a how-to on how to do a heel slide. We'll be teaching you more of not really 180s, but more like holding out your slides a little more and that stuff. So the things you're going to have to worry about when you're coming into your slide is your carve, your foot placement, your leaning back, you're getting low and popping up, where your arms are going to be, and how you're going to finish up your slide. Remember that before you do all this, you're going to need a board, some knee pads, elbow pads, and such, a pair of gloves, and your helmet. The board I ride is a Comet Grease Shark. I ride caliber 50 degrees and Reds bearings and blue pink power bowls. The first thing that we talked about is your carve, and right now we're going to talk a little about your carve, okay? So with your carve, what you're going to do, you're going to get, if I ride goofy, if you ride regular, you're going to start on the left side. If you ride goofy, you're going to start on the right side, okay? So since I'm goofy, I'm going to start on the right side of the street. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my feet where they normally are, whatever you ride, wherever you put your feet normally. You're going to take a turn, a pretty hard turn to the left side of the street. When you take that turn to the left side of the street, you're going to get into the foot placement. Here's an example of how you're going to carve. The next thing that we are talking to you about is your foot placement. So what you're going to do with your foot placement is, you're going to want your back foot around, I don't know, I keep mine pretty much wherever your foot's comfortable in the back. I put mine right around here, but I try to keep my heel on the edge like this, so I can get all the chunky part of my foot to push onto the back of the board so I don't fall forward. Now your front foot, you're pretty much going to put it right along where your front two bolts are. In my case, I have a foot stop, and I try to keep my heel a little bit less off, but still pretty far off so that I can not fall forward. Your front foot's going to be a little bit tilted, like so, so that when you get into a slide, you don't go 90 degrees down the hill, because that's what's going to cause flat spots. One foot's going to be here, and the other foot's going to be about here. This foot's going to have half your heel off, and this is going to be about a quarter of your foot's going to be off the edge. Also remember, like I said in the carve, when you're going to take your carve, you can stay in the stance if you want to, whatever stance you're going to do when you do your heel slide. But what I like to do is since it's easier to carve for me, I like to stay in my normal stance, and then right when I already started carving, I like to put my feet on the edge and get in my heel slide stance. So when you come and you got into your carve and you're going sideways on the hill, what you're going to do is you're going to get low. Meaning, if you can see me, like this, you're going to bend both your knees. More preferably, this one's going to lean in towards this way a little more, and this one's just going to get low. So pretty much, when you come into a slide, the most important part, and what is really throwing all of your body and getting you sideways on that hill, is your arms. If you don't use your arms, it is very hard to get sideways. But once you get a little better, you'll get used to not using it, and you'll just get stronger, and it'll be easier for you. Get your arms back like this. So my feet are in place, I'm bending down, and my arms are like this. Pretty much my entire top half is like this, like behind your back. What I've explained just now is all the stuff that's going to happen before you get into your slide. Let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen when you get into your slide. what's going to happen is, since your heels are on the edge of your board, you're going to kick off like that. You're going to try to twist and kick like that. When you're doing this, right when you're kicking like that, since your legs are already bent down, you're going to pop up. You're going to pop up like that. And also your arms are going to throw like that. Since you're just starting and you don't know how to get super fast long slides, throw your arms all the way through. That'll help you get more into the slide. Since this is more of a video on how do you say, get a longer slide, we're going to help you a little bit with that. Now, the most simplest answer is you're going to have to lean back. You will fall on your butt sometimes.
Oh shit!
But that's okay. That means you're learning. So you just gotta try to lean back. If you keep on falling forward or jumping off your board forward, that means you're not leaning too far back. You gotta lean more. Sometimes you'll lean too far back, but that's fine. You're gonna fall. Your speed. So at the beginning you're gonna get a little scared and you're not gonna go too fast. But right when you get into your slide, if no one's there to tell you to go faster, I'll be the one to tell you to go faster. If you got sideways enough and you're just too slow and you can't get too far, just go faster. You gotta commit and go faster, because that's the only way to get a long, held out slide. Since I was talking a little bit about in the beginning you have to throw your arms all the way through. Now that you're getting faster, you don't have to throw your arms all the way through, because you're just gonna get a quick 180 and you might fall off because you're going too fast and you can't handle it. The ways to do this, it's pretty much however you're comfortable with and where your arms are, but pretty much you're going to have your front arm not go all the way through. It's just pretty much going to be straight down the hill or wherever you're going down the hill. And your back arm is pretty much going to do, my back arm usually goes behind me for some reason, but some people hold it out in front of them too. But pretty much the main point is, don't throw your arms all the way through. You can just hold it like that, and it'll be good enough. Some slides, like I was saying with your arms before, you're going to figure out that if you throw your arms too much, you're going to go into a 180. Now that's one way to finish off your slide. If you hold out your slide with your arms and then you bring it back with your hands, and you'll go into a 180. But there's also another way, which you just hold out your slide, but then you turn back the way you're going and you don't go downhill switch. What that is, you just pretty much have to have, you can't hold out your slide all the way. You have to have a little bit of speed and momentum to pull it back in, and just with your entire body, you gotta throw your arms back and everything, get back into position. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe, like, I don't know, just make me feel good about myself. Thank you for watching. I hoped it helped you, and yeah.